Greetings and salutations, everybody in YouTube land. Welcome back to another installment of Counter Reaction. In today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at NF, How Could You Leave Us? Now, from what I've been told, I'm going down a condensed list of The Journey. This was the next one on the list. I'm doing my best. I think I have like 20 more songs or something like that. I'm going at my own pace, but I am doing this for you guys. Also, I really am enjoying his music. If I wasn't, I'd move on. I've been told, doesn't seem like you're really enjoying the music. Maybe you should go elsewhere. And I could, seeing as how there's a lot of music out there for me to listen to, but I'm enjoying the journey. I mean, with all journeys, sometimes it gets a little bumpy. You know what I'm saying? It gets a little bumpy, and you're like, okay, I just hit a pothole, but I'm looking in front of me, and I'm hopeful that there's not another one. So, but yeah. Anyways, there is a reaction on the corner of the screen here that you guys can't see, and it looks like somebody's crying to this song, so I'm assuming it's emotional, and just based off of the title alone, I'm assuming that it relates to his parents, or one of his parents leaving him, or something along those lines. Not really sure, but the dude's crying. Then again, you never know. But yeah, I'm actually really excited for this one. So, without further ado, let's get right into it.
How could you leave so unexpected? We waited for you, but you just left us. We needed you, I needed you. Yo, I don't know what it's like to be addicted to pills, but I do know what it's like to be a witness to kills. Mama told me she loved me, I'm thinking this isn't real. I think of you when I get a whiff of that cigarette smell, yeah. Welcome to the bottom of hell. They say pain is a prison, let me out of my cell. You say you proud of me, but you don't know me that well. Sit in my room, tears running down my face, and I yell into my pillowcases. Say you coming to get us, then call a minute later just to tell us you're not. I'm humiliated. I'm in a room with a parent that I don't barely know. Some lady in the corner watching us while she's taking notes. I don't get it, mom. Don't you wanna watch your babies grow? I guess pills are more important. All you have to say is no, but you won't do it, will you? You gon' keep popping till them pills kill you. I know you're gone, but I can still feel you. Why would you leave?
Okay, so extremely deep song. I'm following along, and what's funny is I can actually relate to it a lot. I don't want to get too personal. I think that can be reserved for a much later time. It would just take me hours to explain my story. But yeah, it just sounds like a lot of pent-up aggression. Sounds like his mom's no longer with us, which is, sad within itself. But at the same time, it sounds like she was never with him when she was here. So it's like she left him twice. And that alone can affect a child in unimaginable ways. So, but yeah, I'm right there with you, bro. I know what it's like. Anyways, lyricism, well on display. It's dope. Very solid writing throughout the whole first verse. The chorus is better than all the other verses I've heard from him so far. He's singing on it, and it's very simple, and it's obviously thematic. So, yeah, it's great. I like this. I like the song so far. It's good. It's good. I think I kind of already know where this is going. I am really enjoying this one.
Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? I got this picture in my room and it kills me, but I don't need a picture of my mom, I need the real thing. Now a relationship is something we won't ever have, but why do I feel like I lost something that I never had? You should have been there when I graduated, told me you love me and congratulations. Instead you left us at the window waiting. Where you at, mom? We're too young to understand. Where you at, huh? Yeah, I know
really quick, I am going to go off on a small tangent here. So if you're not interested in what I'm going to say, please skip ahead. I'd say maybe about a minute. As it relates to myself, right? I was a young parent. I was 21 when my daughter was born. Okay, I'm 32 now. I had to experience very, very similar things with both parents. I am not going to get into specifics, but in the event somebody watching this reaction needs to hear this or needs some perspective, here's what allowed me to kind of, I guess, go through the motions of acceptance. I think that rhymed. Maybe it didn't. Anyways, it is extremely hard for young parents to prioritize their children, especially out here in Southern California. There is tons of distractions. There's tons of interesting people, tons of places to go, tons of things to do, a whole lot of drugs and alcohol to be had and enjoyed. And it's really hard for young parents to make the right decisions. They're not fully developed. They are also products of their environment. You know, growing up, I didn't hold any sort of resentment towards my parents because I identified this very early on, and I understand everybody's situation is different. But I think that's what allowed me to have a pretty decent relationship with my mother. Even as it stands today, we're not the closest, but I have forgiven her. She has apologized countless times. My father as well. He's apologized in a way that he felt was appropriate. But yeah, I know it's not easy for everybody. It's definitely not easy for everybody. But I just try to rationalize things and justify them fairly, to just put things in perspective for myself. Life is filled with issues. It's filled with problems, and you know, I at some point in my life, I felt like I was just like going down this path aimlessly and just picking up all these burdens and just putting them on my shoulders and walking with them because I had no time to solve them right then and there. I had to keep moving. I could not look back. But then it got to the point to where while I'm walking this path, I'm growing and I'm reading the rooms. I see the writing on the wall. I'm observing things, and I started unraveling these issues that kind of had me tied up. And I shed a lot of that weight and got rid of most of my burdens. And the biggest one was probably my relationship with my parents. And I'm glad that at a very young age I was able to address that and move forward, because some of those emotions can put you on a really, really dark path, far past the point of being able to accept the other person for who they are and forgive them for what they've done to you. So anyways, just wanted to put that out there. Let's get back into the song.
Our last conversation, you and I sat in the living room talking about my music, and I brought you something to listen to. You started crying, telling me this isn't you. A couple weeks later, guess you were singing a different tune. You took them pills for the last time, didn't you? They took you from us once, I guess they came back to finish you. Crying my eyes out in the studio is difficult. Music is the only place that I can go to speak to you. It took everything inside of me not to scream at your funeral. Sitting in my chair, that person talking was pitiful. I wish you were here, mama, but every time I picture you, all I feel is pain. I hate the way I remember you. They found you on the floor. I could tell you felt hollow. Gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. You gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. Don't know if you hear me or not, but if you're still watching, why? Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? Sometimes I think about things like, you know, when I have kids and like, you won't be there, you know, you won't be there for any of that. I'll never get to see you again. Sometimes I wish I would have just called you. I wish I would have just picked up the phone. I wish you were here. I mean, you should have been there for us. You should have been here. Pills got you right. And pills got you right. I wish you were here.
Okay, so I'll say this. Maybe the dude in the thumbnail right here did cry, because that did elicit some sort of emotional response for me. I do deal with emotions a lot differently than most. Very deep song, very emotional song. I really, really enjoyed that. That was pleasant to listen to. I know the subject matter was a little dark, but it allowed us to dive deep inside of his life and see some of the things that he had to go through on an emotional level, and it kind of helps define his music. It helps define him as an artist. So yeah, very, very insightful. I enjoyed that a lot. A little sad, but great. I enjoyed it. And from a music standpoint, I think it was solid all around. I didn't have anything. I think there might have been one or two things that kind of, that kind of caught my attention, but nothing worth pausing for and explaining and critiquing. They're very, very minor things. So, my true sentiments and thoughts about this song are: one, great storytelling, of course, lyricism, solid, chorus, better than the other ones I've heard. So, I mean, it's kind of a no brainer where this is going. So, yeah. Now, I'm not bumping this. That's for damn sure. I ain't trying to make the other people that I'm with cry and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to have a good time, most times. But, anyways, yeah, this is like YouTube playlist. We're gonna keep it a stack here, okay? Really good listen, but I don't see myself listening to it again for myself. I think I'd much rather show somebody the song as a way to be like, hey, you should check out this artist, like, super cool, like this is his story, exactly for the same reasons you guys want me to take the journey, so I get the gravity of everything that he's been through and see it translated through his music. So yeah, no, I really enjoyed that one. But that's gonna be it from me. Thank you guys so much for that recommendation. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are absolutely amazing. But with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one.